Hi, friends. Welcome back to Tools and Tactics to Tame Your ADHD Brain. Okay, one of the biggest traps that you can fall into if you have ADHD is trying to force your brain to be on a schedule that doesn't match your energy. All right, let me give you three simple ways that you can better work with this. Okay, number one is notice your energy peaks and valleys. Just observe it. Some people are really good first thing in the morning, right out of the gate. Others need a little bit of time to warm up, do better midday, yet others late night. We're all different. Figure out what works for you. And really, all you're doing in this first tip is simply observing. Awareness is key. So once you notice that, then it'll start to click a little bit like why this thing has never worked at this hour, why that seems to do a little bit better. Okay, that leads us right into tip number two, and that's to match the task to your energy. Okay, so the times where you need like high creativity or you got to get into this project or this other, high end task, save your energy for those times. In other words, you don't want to waste it on things like, mundane errands you have to do or emails that could be answered later. Like you have like a bunch of emails to answer. You don't want to waste all of your energy on that when you really need it for those more creative times where you need to pull on it a little bit. All right. And number three, this is a good one, and that is recharge intentionally. So you're going to recharge on purpose. I've spoken about this. I know you've heard me if you're on this channel a lot, and that is that you have to have breaks throughout the day. In other words, you have to put on the brakes and take breaks so that you do recharge and reset and refresh your brain. Remember, your brain is not lazy. Your ADHD brain is pretty sharp, but it can go down all kinds of detours and roads it shouldn't go down at different times and all of that. And then you're sapped, your energy's sapped, and then the tendency is really to get frustrated with yourself, isn't it? And then you get mad, you try to make yourself do this thing instead of, getting up and, you're going to do maybe 5 minutes of chair yoga, or, you're going to read a magazine or, maybe pick up a book and read like a short chapter. You could go over there and play a video game, just not on your computer. Maybe go walk outside, just get some fresh air, stand up, stretch, do some deep breathing. There's a lot you can do in a short amount of time to recharge yourself, something that's pleasant. Your body, your mind, and your performance will thank you for this. So when you recharge, it's not a failure, it's just a human need. So you're matching and honoring your energy levels with where you actually are. So put this in place for a week and see what that does for you. Now, if you would like a free 15-minute consultation, reach out to me, Dennis at ButtimerConsulting.com, and we'll speak by phone and see what you want to do from there with any struggles that you or a loved one is having. Also, go ahead and hit like. Don't be shy. I'm not shy. Also, subscribe if you care to. And again, reach out to me. You know what would do me a big favor, and that is just write in the comments for you or someone you care about a topic that you would like me to address. Now, make no mistake, I have plenty of topics and lots of places I can go, but I may find that very helpful if you do that. And therefore, it's what did they say in Jerry Maguire? Help me help you. Okay. All right, friends. I'll get back to you next week and wishing you all the best. And as always, I'm counting on you.